Alright everyone, we start talking today about AOC lying, blatantly, flagrantly, and provably, so we're going to get into that, but also I think a secondary lie that nobody dares to touch unless they're an independent commentator. First and foremost though, there will be a pinned comment if you're watching on YouTube with links to 4 other video hosting sites that aren't abusing me at the moment. YouTube has begun throttling creators again as of a couple of days ago. It does this from time to time. It's getting annoying after several years. It's affecting everyone. Anyway, AOC essentially claimed to be in the Capitol building when the riot was happening on January 6th, which is not true. We know she was in an entirely different building. She was never under threat. Nobody was hunting her down. If she really was hiding in a fucking broom closet or in this other person's office for several hours, there really wasn't a reason to do that and to sit there worrying. I would note, AOC not only doesn't have a problem with rioting, but actually fans the flames and cheers them on when they're people in Antifa. But suddenly when it's in her backyard, when it's in proximity to her, it becomes a big problem. So anyway, she's Jussie Smollett 2.0. We now know that her story is a farce, and I would like to proclaim something that you won't hear in the mainstream, which is that I think that the fact that she dovetailed her fatally flawed, objectively wrong story about the Capitol riot with her hashtag #MeToo claim of, well, I was sexually assaulted, I'm a survivor, opens her up to skepticism about that as well. And it's not polite to say that because you're supposed to hashtag believe all women, hashtag believe survivors. Okay, no, I don't. Number one, she's a politician. Number two, it is grotesque at this point how democratized this sort of bullshit is. The only people that have an onus to believe you if you claim something are people in your immediate inner circle. Not randos on the internet, and certainly not people who aren't even her constituents. If they care about the fact that she claims she was sexually assaulted without even naming specifically how, when, or who done it, then that's perfectly fine. You can go ahead and vote yay or nay based on that. She is an elected official. I find it very strange that she chose to dovetail that in with the Capitol riot, saying, well, it was real in my mind, and I was under threat, and you're using the tactics of abusers when you don't believe everything that I say, because I just invoked sexual assault. If you are going to invoke that in the context of a story about this Capitol riot that now has been proven to be largely false, to the point of being literally fact-checked, if you are going to dovetail that in, doesn't that raise a little bit of suspicion? I would say this. No, I don't believe her claim. I don't believe her claim because there is no evidence of it. It's much like all of the other claims that we typically get. If there is no evidence, then it really isn't my business. I'm under no onus to believe it, and I don't fucking care. She is a politician. By the way, because people are so easily taken in by AB-style football team propaganda, let me spit it like this. Let's say she was assaulted. That doesn't make her a better politician. It doesn't make her political diatribe more believable. It doesn't make her views on economics any more palatable. All it means is that she was sexually assaulted some time ago. It has nothing to do with her policies. It has nothing to do with her leadership capabilities. And it doesn't provide a shred of evidence of any other secondary thing that she happens to say being true. In this case, we know she flat out lied with regards to the Capitol riots. She was not in the Capitol at the time. Nobody was hunting her down. The police came by and out of an abundance of caution locked the building down, even though she was across the green 100 yards away. She was never at threat. Nobody threatened her. Her idea that, oh my God, the Nazis were storming in and trying to find me and I thought they're going to drag me on the street and lynch me. All this lurid crap wasn't real. But she's getting a pass because she dovetailed. See, here's the strategy. She knew that what she was saying would probably get fact-checked because it wasn't true, and certainly somebody would have noted that it wasn't true, that her office wasn't even in the same fucking building that she's talking about. So she decided to drag in the hashtag #MeToo thing so that her army of brain-dead lemming-like simp fans would not question the political story and admit that she lied. Instead, if you go on Twitter right now, you'll see that AOC lied is trending worldwide, #1. It's very, very difficult for that to happen on Twitter because you got to have a hell of a lot of people in order to override their algorithms if the story is not good for someone who's in the Democratic Party, because it is sort of in the pocket, if you know what I mean. Look at her simp fans and what they're saying there. Oh my God, well, you're using the tactics of abusers. See, her strategy worked at least for her fans because they're unable to get past that particular part of the claim, which is not even substantive. It has nothing to do with the Capitol riot. Mitch McCall says, oh yeah, one time I got shot in the ass as a kid, so you have to believe everything that I say forever. No, I don't have to hashtag believe bullshit. I don't have to believe anything from anyone, let alone a fucking politician, just at their word. Give me evidence or shut the fuck up. It doesn't have any further bearing on the political situation. AOC is a politician. She's not there to mix martinis and make fucking Instagram live streams, like she thinks is how you govern, and to sit there spewing off about how she was Jenny from the Bronx and shit like that. Oh yeah, I grew up in the working class. No, you didn't. You had a privileged upbringing. I was in the Capitol and Nazis were storming in. No, that's not true. Everything out of her fucking face is a fucking lie. Is an empty suit, sleazy politician. Real sorry if you got assaulted once years ago, but it doesn't have anything jack shit to do with the Capitol, January 6th, with your economic proposals, with Biden, or anything else. By the way, we've seen that the same people right now who are saying hashtag believe her. Did you believe Juanita Broaddrick or Tara Reade? No, you told them to shut the fuck up. Because at least in a partisan way, you understand that an allegation and evidence are not the same thing. Likewise, vice versa, some of the people calling out AOC said hashtag believe Tara Reade. Now, I did as a joke myself because it was so fun to rile up the Biden voters. But there's no further evidence, it's just a claim. Therefore, it has no political relevance whatsoever. I'm much more concerned about the hundreds and hundreds of pictures we have of Beijing Biden snuggling up to little kids that do not belong to his immediate family. That's concerning. What AOC's saying, Tara Reade, all of these others, it doesn't matter. And the fact is that the internet is a great thing for the flow of information, but it's also a great thing for the flow of fucking lies. Hashtag AOC lied. Evidence number 1. That's about all. Peace out.